So, good morning, Mr. Romi, and I welcome you from India. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm very excited and happy that today you have joined us and for sharing your wonderful experience. So, I welcome you today, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
So we are glad to had a conversation with you, and I believe many people who are going to watch this podcast are going to learn something out of it, and it's going to help them a lot. So,
Okay.
so how are you, sir? Once again.
I'm good. I'm excellent. I'm here in Florida right now.
Okay, that's great. So, when you started, sir, your Enagic journey, could you please share with us? आपने कब start किया था? When you started that your journey?
Okay. I started almost 20 years now. I'm on my 19th year. Okay. I originally came from the Philippines. When
Mm-hmm.
I was young, I was 22 years old. My wife and I came here, and I worked only for a few years, but
Mm-hmm.
then I got involved in network marketing. So I quit my job. I was 29 years old. I quit my job,
Oh.
and I just want to do selling and network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a good job anyway, very low paying job. So uh, I went through different companies, okay, for the first 20 years. So that's where I learned all the skills in selling, how to lead people, how to contact people, how to prospect, how to train people. Uh, and then after 20 years, I would build and then lose the group and build and lose the group until I found Enagic. And that was almost 19 years now.
Okay.
So when I joined Enagic 19 years ago, I already have experience background in network marketing. It helped me a lot. I think that's my preparation for Enagic.
That's
So I found Enagic and I've been doing Enagic, and I think this I will be doing for the rest of my life.
great, sir. Amazing. And I mean, since you're doing Enagic from the last, I mean, almost 19 years, 20 years, uh, what is the vision if you talk about of Mr. Oshiro? I mean, if you talk about globally, because since Enagic is now completed their 50 years, I can say that. And
Yes.
India is just, I mean, 8 years they have completed. 2016 they started their operation. So,
Mhm.
what message you want to give to the people? Like, what is the vision of Mr. Oshiro since it's now 50 years and
Mhm.
India just recently started?
Yes. Actually, when I joined Enagic 19 years ago, uh, we were just starting Enagic in America. It
Okay.
entered America in 2003. I
Mm-hmm.
joined in 2006. So the first 3 year, only the Japanese people were doing it in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fortunate to be one of the first English speaking person who joined Enagic. So
Okay.
from me came the rest of the world who are speaking English.
Oh, wow.
Like it expanded to the rest of the world. So I started in New York and then California and then Chicago and then the whole of the United States. I went to Europe and then went back to Asia, Singapore, Malaysia, India. I was in India when it opened in India.
Okay.
Years ago, there were 1,000 people at the opening, when
Oh,
I went there in Mumbai. And now we're in Australia. Uh, we have 40 offices around the world today.
this is you're
And
talking about in 2006, if I'm not wrong.
I say again,
You're talking about 2006, I believe.
yeah, 2006 when I started. So
Okay.
we're still small. The start of the growth really when Enagic really grew so big, because like I said, only the Japanese were doing it in the beginning.
Okay.
Until I joined, my friend JB and I joined, and it opened up to the rest of the world, to the rest of the English speaking people and English speaking countries. So that's how it grew. I became a 6A on my first 90 days.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
yeah, 6A, 90 days. Because like I said, when I joined Enagic, I already know how to sell. I already know how to network. I have other people who've been doing networking with me in previous companies that I brought into Enagic. So I had a good start right from the start.
That's amazing. I mean, just 90 days you've done 100 sales, I mean approximately 100 sales to become 6A. So
Yes,
could
yes.
you please help us to share your experience and how you've done that? I mean, just 90 days, I mean, what was that key points, if you can help us?
Mhm.
You
Okay,
share.
here's the key point. Like I said, I have been trained in sales and network marketing before I joined Enagic. So I know how to call people, get appointment, go to their house and do the demo. So right from the beginning, after I signed up, I filled up my calendar with appointments right away. Like every day, I have an appointment, like 2 or 3 a day, and I will go to that. So I must have sold the first 15, and then the 15 brought the rest of the 100.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
because when I sell somebody, they just bought, so they are still excited. That's the best time to
Hmm.
to to make them work. I tell them I'll come back to your house. You invite your friends, and we'll do this presentation. Okay, and this is how much money you're going to make if your friends buy. And I show the compensation plan, and I just do it every day. It's consistency. You gotta do it every single day. I remember I used to do insurance, sell insurance, and my manager at the time said, if you do not have an appointment for the day, you're not called employed. You are called
Hmm.
unemployed for the
Absolutely.
day.
Absolutely correct.
So you have to have an appointment every day if you want to call yourself self-employed.
So each and every day was well planned, and you're utilizing every day discipline with every proper discipline. And I can say, as you said, if you're not working in a day, you're not working actually. You're not
You're
doing
not working.
presentation. Yes, yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
I also learned from a previous network marketing leader this technique. Like there's an audio tape. It says $1 million tape. How to become a millionaire. And in network marketing. And he said that was before. Okay, you have to talk to 10 people every day. 10 people every day. You have to talk. So every day I would be on the phone talking, getting appointment. I mean, I never got to talk to 10 people in a day. Maybe I'll talk to 2 or 3 or 4.
hmm,
That's good enough. That brought me to where I am today.
yes, that's amazing. So, I mean, when you're, when you're doing this particular, when you're going through with the process of this 90 days, so I mean, while showing the presentation, your prime focus was on business or on product? I mean,
Okay. Both. Okay, but I always lead with a business
okay.
because as a network marketer, I know already right from the start that the people I've been contacting are not network marketers also. They all
Hmm,
want to make money.
true.
Okay. So my attraction always is the income. And then once I'm there and you do the demo, and then they like the product, they like the water, they see the demo, the pH test, and they wow. So it's like a boxing, like a left hook and a right hook. You got the business and then you got the product. It cannot be just the product because in network marketing, after all these years, you will see that the top leaders talks about the opportunity.
Hmm,
The one who only talks about the product, they can have sales here and there. But it's a
true.
dead end because if they just bought the machine for the water for their health, there's no continuation there if you don't show the opportunity.
Hmm.
You want them to want the opportunity and want to make money also. In fact, I focus on hunting for people who wants to do the business more, okay, than just the water.
Right. See, since in India, we have experienced few things. If you can just help us in, with your experience, you can share your experience in that case. But people generally think that if we explain the business to any individual after the presentation of the product, people are going to think that this is more of MLM, this is more of direct selling. That's why, you came to us. Uh, so what people generally think, if there is business, we cannot buy the machine. Generally, people think about like that in direct selling or MLM. You must have experienced that. So what is your perception towards this concept?
Okay. There will be people. Okay, I actually start with, when I do the demo, the product first, the water. Okay, the PS test. After that, I explain the business opportunity. Now, there will be people, say on a one-on-one, after they see the water and what it does to their health, who just want the water. Okay, and then when I start talking about the opportunity, they would say right away that they're not interested in the business part. So I just stop, I just stop. But like I said, I will, especially in a big group, I will always do both. I don't want to miss anybody about the business part of it.
So you're saying it is totally depend on the individual to individual. I mean, if the person is somewhere, if you're finding the person is interested and willing to earn extra, or maybe interested into business, so based on that, we should approach and we should share about the business opportunity. In fact,
Yeah. I would start sharing the opportunity. But like I said, when a person says right away he's not interested, then I would stop. But I always look forward to them seeing the opportunity, because everybody wants to make money, even the one that says they don't want to make money. They all want to make money.
absolutely, sir. Everybody, every individual is in this
Yes.
entire world. We are living in a financial planet, so everybody
Yeah.
is looking forward to earn extra money and good income, in fact,
Uh,
and good opportunity.
yeah.
That's absolutely
Mhm.
correct. So, and sir, how was your experience? If we talk about just little information about Kangen water, since many people also talk about the lifespan of machine. When we talk about, it has a life of 25 to 30 years, because since the first device is designed 1925 by the Enagic. So since you're using from last, I think almost 20 years, so you're using the same machine from the last 20 years.
I actually started with the because when I started 20 years ago, we didn't have the K8 yet.
Okay.
We had the SD501.
Okay.
So I started with the SD501, and then when the K8 showed up, then I converted to K8. But that machine just goes on and on. I don't see I don't see it like going bad. When sometimes the water gets slower, I just bring it to the office and have it clean. And they're gonna
Deep
take
cleaning.
away whatever calcium is in there, and it's like brand new again.
Yes.
So
A simple deep
yes.
cleaning process. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. That's amazing. I mean, it shows that machine has a approximately life 20 years. I can see after watching you at
Yes.
least for the minimum, because people generally ask many times, you are saying it is 25, but is this really? I said yes. There are many people, because in my past experience in the COVID time, we have already had conversation with many leaders on Instagram and social media who are using this machine from last 15 years, 20 years, and today
Yes.
I have personally had a conversation with you where you're sharing that SD501, the first machine which you have bought it, and it's still in the working condition. So,
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
so that's amazing. I mean, there is no doubt about the technology is made by Rajik. And
Yes.
so, could you please share with us that how many people currently, if you have numbers, how many people are using globally as of now? Since you're sitting in US, and you must be, aware about the numbers, that how many people are using as of now in Enagic product.
Actually, I lost count, but I know we have about uh 2 million units sold, but the 2 million units are not all machines. You see how we have Ocon and them, but the count now is about 2 million. So even me now in my downline, if the count is 2 million, it means I have I have most of that in my organization.
That's very nice. And in your team, how many machines you have, with your team you have done so far, sir? I mean, the last 20 years. What is your group, sir?
Like I said, I was when I joined, only the Japanese people were doing this business. Okay,
Okay.
so the rest of the world outside the Japanese people are in my downline. So whatever the company's count is,
Oh,
probably 90% of that is mine.
that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Right now we're doing uh 20,000 more or less up and down a month, So that's mostly mine. And we're shooting for 30,000 units a month now.
That's
So that's the count. I'm just happy.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, if we
Yeah.
talk about, sir, I mean, since we have already talked about product, we have talked about Enagic, and if we talk about the future of direct selling when it comes to Enagic, because there are different types of company who are
Mhm.
already working into direct selling. What difference you have personally felt after working with Enagic? As you said, you started your direct selling career I think at the age of 29, if I'm not wrong, and
Mhm.
after experiencing with different brands, experience with different brands as a direct seller, what is the key unique points you've experienced and understood while working with Enagic?
Okay. In the companies that I have joined, which is mostly, I know a lot of people have joined them. Okay, I started with Amway products, and then from Amway I went to Herbalife, and then I went to Melaleuca. Okay, uh, and New Skin, all those different companies. They sell little products. Okay, and you need an army of people before you could make big money. Now we are selling in the online space, we call it marketing, a high ticket item. Okay.
True.
A very expensive product. So we make money quick.
Hmm.
I mean, if you go from house to house and demonstrate some vitamins or little things, I mean, it's the same amount of time you spend when you sell a $5,000 product, 10,000. Now, especially in the online marketing in our company now, they are not selling just one product.
Hmm.
They're selling three, the Ukon, the K8, and the Anespa in one package.
Yes.
They're selling $10,000 worth. So money. So like I said, with just a little group of people, you can make a lot of money in Enagic. In the other companies, you need a lot of people before you could make money.
A big group you need, of course, to make a big money. But as you said, it's absolutely correct. You need a very small group, and with the very less numbers, you can make big money in the Magic system.
Big money in Enagic, yes. Mhm.
And of course, we are dealing into a product where we have a different segment, or I can say, of course, the quality is total. We don't have to keep stocks. The best part, what I
Right.
personally, because in other brands, if we'll talk about, see, I'm not comparing, but this is a bitter fact, and this is the reality, hardcore reality. In other
Mhm.
brands, you have to keep stocks with you. Many people are keeping stocks, but there is no stock required. We don't need to have any kind of stocks. We have to keep our at home, or maybe in a car, or
Mhm.
maybe anywhere, any godam. We have to keep it where we have to keep complete kind of machines. So I mean, this is really amazing. This makes Enagic different. Absolutely
Mhm.
correct. So,
Yes.
any message do you want to give to the people who has just recently started in Enagic business, or maybe they are working from last almost 1 year to it, they're given a very less amount of time. So, any specific message or any suggestion you want to give to the people, sir?
Okay. As I look back to how I started, okay, and also when I see the different teams, the different groups in my whole organization around the world, there is one common denominator I see for those who really succeed high, this thing called self-development.
Hmm.
Self-development. Watch YouTube video, because building a big business is a combination of inspiration, okay, or mindset, and skill sets. Okay, you need the selling skills, but the selling skills, I would say, is just 20% of it. 80% is the mindset that you joined Enagic because you saw an opportunity that you can make a lot of money and have a good future. Okay, so you need the mindset of an entrepreneur, a business person who doesn't quit. Like, you're not gonna quit, because if you quit, you're gonna lose that beautiful future that you're looking up to. Because when I started, when I was 29, I live in a small apartment. I have a car that's like always breaks down. I make so little money. I have no, I had no future when I didn't know about this industry called network marketing. Before I was enlightened to the reality of network marketing, and I can have a future and I can be an entrepreneur. Before that, if I did not find that, I don't know what my life today would be. Okay. 99% of the people in the whole world are, I would say, in that category where if you don't have your own dream, if you don't have your own goal, if you're not clear of what your future would be, then society will just make you what you are. Like, you work for a boss,
True.
and you're supporting your boss's dream, and it's like you will become part of the 99%. You want to be part of the 1%, if you can, at least the 3% or the 5% up there. Okay, and it takes mindset. uh you have to be flexible. You have to be learn you have to learn what you have to learn to do what you should do, and don't give up on your dream, because that's where many network marketers, through the years that been with me, like, I'm 68 years old now.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
and I can look back at many people that were with me through the years, and there are many who never made it. There are many who are up there, even in Enagic, and still, like, lost, because at one point they quit. And sometimes these people who quit with me from 19 years ago, the people that they left in Enagic have grown so big. So they lost millions of dollars just because they quit. Don't you ever quit Enagic. You do not know who from your downline will find somebody who would build so big.
True. Absolutely correct.
People have lost millions. Like, I can look back. It's like you never quit Enagic. Once you have a group, because you never know, especially now with this online marketing, where the way of doing business is changing. uh, the younger generation of online marketers joining Enagic, like, do the business a whole lot faster than we used to do, than us,
Absolutely.
the old timers. They build so fast, and all you need is a few of them, and they bring the other ones. They bring the other ones.
So, I mean, this is the very great message that keep doing, and just focus. And 80% is the mindset, and the 20%, as you said,
Mindset.
is the skill
Yes,
set.
the skill set.
Yes.
The skill set of, like, is very, like, basic. Okay, we have now what's called network marketing, and then the onliner group in Enagic, or we call them the affiliate marketers.
True.
For instance, in the old style way of selling network marketing, you have to master prospecting. Where do you find these people? You gotta meet them outside, make a list of names. You're gonna learn how to do the demo,
Right.
to send up. These are all basics. You can watch them on YouTube. You have to learn how to present the business plan, the opportunity. Uh, and then you have to learn how to be a leader to them, to the people that you brought in, empower them, like, with trainings and everything. So that's like the old way. Okay. Now, like I said, today we have two sets of people inside the Enagic. Uh, we now have the onliner people. They don't do what the old timers do. They don't go from house to house. They don't make those list of names. They don't do demos. They do everything in front of a laptop.
Okay.
Okay. And they have gone up on ranks too, dash 3, dash 4, dash 5. The top one with them is dash 6, trying to get to dash 7 now. And they all do it just in front of a laptop with no demos, you know. So that's a different way. For instance, what we call prospect in the old way, they call them leads.
True.
Okay. In
Absolutely
the
correct.
old way, we try to look for prospects.
Correct.
Their way is called attraction marketing. They would post something on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They'll make a YouTube channel and they attract people to follow them. Once people follow them, they engage them in conversation online, and that's how they sell. It's called attraction marketing. They call them leads. We call them prospects. Now, leads can be converted into clients. Okay, because you present the same thing instead of like face to face at people's homes. They do it right in front of a laptop. It could be done,
So it's
and
like
they
it's
did it.
so it's like I mean you have a different category of people in your team and who generally like doing business and presentation online, and there are people, certain people who are doing this business offline as well as. So
Oh yeah,
you have to train them like that, and you have to always welcome like that the way they are, and you have
yes,
to.
yes. There are actually two big groups. Okay, the, us the older people. Okay, I would say from the age 40 and above. Okay, we have to understand that, like, when I started, for instance, doing network marketing, I was in my 20s and 30s.
True.
Okay, now the people now at that age, 20s and 30s, and they're affiliate marketers, they're called. They're all over the world now. They're the new generations of network marketers.
I
They
can
don't do,
relate. I'm just 30 right now, so I can relate that.
yeah. The, so I would say from 40 and above, we live in a different world. As from 40 and above, from 40 and below, they live in a different world. They came into this world in the virtual digital era where you connect to people on your cell phone,
Yes.
uh, that's their environment. That's their natural environment. So uh, if you are 40 and above in Enagic now, because we're doing about, say, 10,000 units by the old style selling, and another 10,000
With the new
by
style.
the new way, by the onliner. I'm the only one who see this because I'm the one at the top. Most people only see what they're doing in their group. Okay, especially the old timers. They only know how they're doing it. They don't see the other side. Okay, but if you are 40 and above, you have to know at least the basic of this called online marketing. Otherwise, the younger people that will join your group will ask you, like, what system do we have? Because we're going to have, for instance, this big event in Okinawa. There will be about, I don't know, 7,000 people, I think, registered there.
This 50th anniversary, I think, no?
Yeah, in Okinawa. That's
Yes,
going to
yes.
be a lot, a whole stadium of people.
Okay.
And I suspect majority of them are onliners, online marketers. So if you're doing the old way of net, they're going to be exposed to these people. And you're going to be asked, like, why do they have system that we don't have, So you're going to learn. Now, the onliners, different teams have their own systems.
Yes.
If you go to my Facebook, or you can go to my Romi.life website, because that's the system that I use, like my little team, my like I said, different teams in my group have their own systems.
So you have to
You can,
basically, So you're saying you have to basically categorize in your group as well, like the people working with different style, you should always welcome them because you never know how they are, going to, bring business on your table. You just have to, be little creative. You have to be little, understand the different approach of doing the business. Am I right?
Yes, yes. You have to see how the others are doing it. Because like I said, the system, the technology of doing business is changing. For instance,
True.
I was watching YouTube video. I'm here in Florida. My wife and I went to Miami, okay, one time, and I watched a YouTube video. There are 34,000 millionaires in Miami alone. In Miami, 34.
Oh
Many
my
of
God.
them are young people, young generation millionaires. And then they were interviewed. They were interviewed. And this is what I gather from watching the different interview. The
Mm,
common denominator among them. So you want to make a lot of money, you want to become a millionaire, you need to have a product to sell. You need, which we have. Okay, we
true.
have a product to sell.
True. True. True.
You need to know how to sell it on the internet.
Yes.
You're not gonna be a millionaire going from house to house selling.
Mm,
Huh? You need to know how to sell it on the internet. You need to have a system that automates
mm,
the acquiring of buyers and the selling of what you're selling. It's an automated thing. You're gonna become a millionaire. Okay,
absolutely.
and that's how the world is now.
Absolutely.
Uh, and that's going into Enagic. We have it already. We have it already, except that, say, people who are not on that category of the way they sell doesn't know it.
That's why
But
even
what I'm saying is you're gonna open your mind to it, to learn it.
that's why EWS also has been designed by the company Enagic Web System to help people. In fact,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, the EWS is a very informational. It helps has a lot. Okay. But I would say there's still a limit to how we can use it to make us go up in rank. The ones who are going up in rank have some additional ways of doing it online and system, and they have their own training. For instance, uh, the system that I'm using called Breakthrough Academy. Okay, and we have Tuesday training Zoom every Tuesday. We have a Thursday opportunity Zoom. Okay, I'm just saying opportunity. They call it differently. They call the Tuesday the Tuesday huddle. They call the Thursday the master class.
Okay. Okay.
If you miss the opportunity master class on Thursday, then you can watch the replay.
Mm,
So the prospect can still watch a replay. And then I do my what's called faith and business because I'm very strong in faith. Uh, and I do it once a month on Thursday.
okay.
Uh, mhm.
That's nice. So, in the last, I would like to ask you a very simple question. Like, if you want to share your, what all benefits you have experienced in just a few seconds, if you can share after using Kangen water as a health prospect, if we'll talk about any
Okay.
specific benefit you have experienced.
Me personally, okay, in general, 20 years, I have many friends who bought this machine from me when we were younger, which now we are 20-year older now. Those friends who had the machine from me, they are healthy, they are happy, they are making money. Those that stick with me.
And
The ones that did not, many of them are sick.
I want to compliment you.
Broke.
You don't look like 68. I really feel I can see like after using, I mean, 20 years of Kangen, I can see on your face. I mean, the glow is it's not look like you're actually like a 68 person. I mean, it is
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I go home to my country, Philippines, and my classmates are about the same age as me. They look like my grandpa.
That's amazing, sir. That's amazing. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
time and the experience you have shared. So I'm just, you know, appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye bye. One second.